Good morning, dear students. Now welcome to this lesson of today. I hope you had so much to write and to research from our last lesson. And to begin with, I want to encourage those who are on and are working, and to call on the rest who are still sleeping to get up and join the others. I want to let you know that each lesson is 1 hour 30 minutes, which means it's not just for you to sit and listen and at the end you are copying the notes. It's for you to take up your pen and paper so that when the teacher is going through and interacting with the class, you are taking up your own points. This one is building your own notes, so that at the end you will see what you have had, and then when you are taking down notes, you will see how the notes will be rich. You will see some other developments that will add to your work. That's what will make you a different student. That will make you different from the others. It makes you to be there when the lesson was going on, that you were online. So I call on you to take up your pen and paper as we get to the lesson. Today we'll be having biology. We're having biology, and for the lesson of today, that is blood circulation, these are the objectives of the lesson. These are the objectives of our lesson of today. Our lesson of today will be on blood circulation. And the first objective is, what is single and double circulation? The next one is, list the different blood vessels and draw the diagrams. Equally briefly explain. It means when you draw, you are able to say one or two things on the diagram. Then distinguish between arteries and veins. I want to acknowledge that this was a lesson that we had. I gave you an exercise, an assignment to cover this lesson, to work on this lesson. I want to applaud some of you who did the lesson and sent it. You posted it. I saw that it was good work done. So what we're doing today is to review it, and you see clear points. I discovered that some of you mix up. So that's why I'm calling on you to take down notes as we are going on with the lesson. So that when you see what you are having, you'll be able to build up something that is very good, that can make you very clear as we go on with the lesson. Okay. So to begin with, we'll ask ourselves, what is blood circulation? What is blood circulation? Can somebody give us a response? What is blood circulation? Yes. We listen to the person keenly. Good. It's a movement of blood. It's a movement of blood around the body. Movement of blood around the body. Around all body parts. That's just blood circulation. Just like water circulates, blood circulates all around the body. That's why if you cut any part of the body, you will see blood flowing. And this blood circulation can be single or double. What is single circulation? This is one in which blood passes through the heart once to complete a cycle. Blood passes through the heart once to complete a cycle. That is single circulation. Then what is double circulation? It is one in which blood passes through the heart twice to complete a cycle. Blood passes through the heart twice to complete a cycle. Now that some of you drew the heart, I will now want to find out from you which type of circulation is in humans. Is it double or single? When we say blood passes through the heart once, it means blood just comes and passes through the heart and goes and just comes back. It's just one-way flow. But when we say blood passes through the heart twice, it means blood leaves the heart, enters, leaves the heart, and enters. So which means it enters the heart, leaves, enters the heart, and leaves. Okay. Blood enters, leaves, enters, and leave before the cycle is complete. In this case, we are looking at the two kinds of blood that are entering and leaving the heart. Can somebody give us the two kinds of blood involved in this case? There are two kinds of blood that we have been mentioning. Yes, somebody wants to try. Oxygenated blood. Which one again? Deoxygenated blood. That's very good. We have oxygenated blood and we have deoxygenated blood. So I ask you this question. Which type of circulation from these two is in humans? Is it single or double? Then we'll be looking at the blood vessels. We'll be looking at the blood vessels. And within these blood vessels, we want to find out which are the different kinds of blood vessels that we have. Which are different kinds of blood vessels? Yes? Somebody mentioned arteries? Yes? Somebody mentioned veins? Good? Somebody mentioned capillaries. So we have the arteries, the veins, and the capillaries. So we take them down. Arteries, let's try to get to these vessels by coming out with their structures. Here we can take this. Let's say this is A. Then we take another one. This is B. We say this is C. Okay, let's look at these vessels. Can we distinguish them? The three different vessels, A, B, C. Yes? Can somebody give us the first one, A? Which vessel is this? Yes? Somebody mentioned artery. That is the artery. Can somebody give us B? What's the vessel B? Yes? Yes? Somebody, I see somebody searching. Yes? Somebody say capillary. Good. Then what obviously is C? We don't need to delay. Somebody say vein. C is the vein. So we have the artery, the capillary, and the vein. What is the artery? We can look at the artery. So what are arteries? These arteries are blood vessels. They appear pink in color. Very important. These arteries carry away blood from the heart. These arteries transport oxygenated blood except the pulmonary artery. Transport oxygenated blood except the pulmonary artery. We discover here that the pulmonary artery instead transport deoxygenated blood from the lungs to the heart. Then, looking at the structure of the artery, the description of an artery, you can say here that an artery has a small lumen. Small lumen. If you look at this lumen, what is lumen? It is blood space. Lumen is blood space. If you look at the blood space here in the artery and the vein, you can make a difference in their blood space. Which one is having more blood space and one is having a smaller blood space? At the end, you'll be able to say why one is smaller and one is bigger or wider. And the artery here, the walls, it has thick muscular walls. So if we are to label this, we'll be talking of this as lumen. Then we have this cell that make the endothelium. Then we have, or the endothelium is this inside. Then this wall is elastic fiber. This is elastic fiber. Then this is a thick muscle layer. You have the thick muscle layer. So if you can take this, you will see that arteries, blood flow in arteries is of high blood pressure. So that's why they have smaller space. Blood space is smaller because blood flow is of high blood pressure caused by heartbeat. Then we'll find out an artery has thick muscular and highly elastic walls. Question: why are the walls of arteries thick or thick? Why are the walls of arteries thicker than those of veins? Not the question, but at the end we'll answer. So we say an artery is having thick muscular and highly elastic walls. Then we know that an artery is divided into smaller arteries called arterioles, and the arterioles are divided into, or further branch into, capillaries. So we have artery, arterioles, and capillaries. So this is something brief about an artery. Then we look at vein. What are veins? The veins appear red in color. So we can start taking note of the differences from what we are having here. Red in color. Then carry blood to the heart. Then which type of blood are they carrying? Here we saw oxygenated blood for arteries. Transport deoxygenated blood. The veins transport deoxygenated blood, except the pulmonary vein. Veins transport deoxygenated blood, except the pulmonary vein. So we take note. Like we have said, that the vein here they have a wider blood space called lumen. Their own blood space is wider. And we know that in veins, just like we said arteries, that blood flow in arteries is of high blood pressure caused by heartbeat. But we discover that blood flow in veins is of low blood pressure, which means the flow of blood in veins is not influenced much by heartbeat. It's due to the presence of valves. These valves, they always maintain a unidirectional flow of blood. The valves maintain a unidirectional flow of blood. That blood to flow, one-way flow of blood. So flow of blood in veins is caused by valves. So veins have valves. Then, for the structure, we discover that we talked of the large lumen, but the muscles, as compared to artery, we said they have thick muscles. But veins, they have thin elastic walls. Their walls are thin. They have thin walls, thin and less elastic walls. Thin and less elastic walls. It means their walls are not as thick as those of arteries. That's why I gave you a question. I gave you a question to answer. Why those of the walls of the arteries are thicker than those of the veins? I hope you have noted that question and you answer at the end. Then a vein is also divided into the vein that branch to smaller veins called venules. The veins branch into smaller veins called venules. And we'll discover that from this link, when arteries give arterioles and arterioles give capillaries, and veins branch to give venules, it means the capillaries now serve in between. The capillaries now serve in between the arteries and the veins. So capillaries are intermediate blood vessels, which means the arteries can come with oxygenated blood supplied through the capillaries to the veins. When the veins carry the oxygenated blood, they will also bring it through the capillaries. So capillaries are intermediate blood vessels. And the capillary, it has a single cell layer. That's why we say that capillaries are one cell thick. Capillaries are one cell thick. It has a single cell layer. And like I've said, these capillaries will note this on the capillaries. We will note this on the capillaries. First, that capillaries have thin walls. Next, the capillaries are permeable. Next, the capillaries are repeatedly branched. These are three key things about capillaries. Why are capillaries having thin walls? One key thing for diffusion of substances. So when you say a layer is thin, epithelium is thin, is for easy diffusion of material. In this case, food material, gases. Then permeable. What's the meaning of permeable? To allow substances to move out of the walls of the capillaries to supply the body cells and tissues. Repeatedly branched. It means capillaries penetrates all parts of the body. They are repeatedly branched to penetrate all parts of the body. This is the details so far, and some other points to add to the different blood vessels, the arteries, the veins, and the capillaries. This is the focus of our lesson for today. And from what we have presented, or from what we have heard, you should be able to come out clearly now with the differences between the arteries and the veins. Get what is here, what you have, and tabulate your work once again for the differences between arteries and veins. You have any question, any problem, you always write and send for clarification. Thank you. I believe that you are working and you keep on working. Take note, you are our next batch for the exams. So this is not a time to be lazy, I keep saying. It's a time to sit down.